So finally, we're at the very end, just the third small little AI. And this is what I call authentic intelligence. The reason I chose that piece just now was because there's something so unique about it. There's something that just, when you hear it, it tells you that's where it's from, that period, that place. Now, these days, especially these days, with social media, with everything, we are inundated with influencers or people trying to get your attention. And who are the ones who are succeeding? I think for me, they're the ones who are the most authentic, who have something original to tell us. As an artist, as a musician, if you're not authentic, the audience, they can smell it. Then they're not interested, and you lose everything. Now, what do we do? What can we do as someone from Hong Kong, as an artist? So besides performing around the world, when I'm in Hong Kong, I always love to walk around. I love to just look at the city. And one of the things I noticed was the heritage sites, especially the dwindling number of heritage sites. And I've always loved archaeology and history and all of that. So I had the idea to bring concerts into Hong Kong's heritage sites. At the time, I just wanted to play there because I thought it was really cool. I thought, these are beautiful, historic places that need to be cherished, and what better way than to bring music into them? And today, it's actually quite a success, thanks to the support of the Hong Kong Jockey Club. We have Music as Heritage. We're every year performing in Tai Kwun and also in other places. We bring music to these places, and I come up with programs that tell a story, tell the Hong Kong story. And the audiences love it. We've told stories about the fishermen in Aberdeen. We've told stories about a Norwegian missionary who came to Satin. We've told stories about how philanthropists help save orphans. And all of this, every time when the music is chosen, there's always a connection somehow to these stories. And the audiences, they've always come to me and said that, well, I, first of all, love the music, but second, I've never been to this place. And the ambiance is amazing because we've never been this close to the performers, and we've never noticed Hong Kong's history like this. I mean, there's some really amazing places. And so I'm so happy because the audiences are not only given the chance to enjoy music, they're also learning about Hong Kong's history and being quite proud of it because they never knew there was so much and so rich, such a rich history here. Now, how is this an authentic intelligence? Well, I didn't set out to make it so, but I realized that when I have young Hong Kong musicians performing together with these overseas masters that we invite to play these concerts side by side, there's something totally unique about it. All these overseas musicians would say, first of all, there are so many talented young Hong Kong musicians, and the history of this place is so different. Yeah, sure, in Europe we play in castles and churches, but in Hong Kong, you have this crazy mix of cultures. You have this incredible history that nowhere else has, and we're playing in them. And so not only are we bringing great music to them, but we're also identifying a kind of authenticity or authentic intelligence to the scene here. And I think this is something that like I said, I did not set out to do this, but I'm quite just thrilled that it's given us this uniqueness in the music world. There's something that's just so special about it. And I hope that this is something, again, it's not just for musicians. Whatever you do, there's always a need to look at things differently, to find something in yourself that's different or unique. And that's maybe the most important of the three AIs tonight, because this is quite literally the opposite of artificial intelligence. Now, I'd just like to finish with a very short anecdote from a great musician that I had the opportunity to study with, Georgi Shebok. He was listening to a young artist one day in class, and the poor girl was so nervous. Afterwards, he asked her, and all of us, he asked, what is the difference between being brave and being fearless? And we all looked at each other and we thought, well, not such a big difference, you're splitting hairs here. And he says, no, being brave means that there's something you have to fear, that you have to be brave against. Being fearless is self-explanatory. So when you're fearless, you can achieve so much more because you are not expending energy against something. For a musician, this was an amazing moment of revelation because, of course, when we practice, no problem. We have no fears. But when we get on stage, of course, then you think, oh my God, I'm going to be judged, I'm going to make a mistake, blah, blah, blah. Fine. But when you're able finally to achieve fearlessness on the stage, then something magical happens because you are no longer constrained, held down by your fears. Now, so from this great master, I'd like to just pass on to all of our awardees tonight. When you go out there in the world, there's certainly many things we could fear, but if you're able to find a way to be fearless, I think you can really achieve great things. Thank you very much.